He would rule the world with justice. From the throne of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam, the Prophet David, and with a rule which would be eternal. The Israelite people understood that if the Messiah was to fulfill this divine promise, there were certain logical implications which followed. Number one, that he would have to liberate the Holy Land. Number two, that he would have to bring the believers back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. Number three, that he would have to restore the holy state of Israel, founded by David and Solomon, Allah's blessings be upon them. And number four, that this holy state of Israel would have to become once again the ruling state in the world. And then the Messiah could rule the world from the throne of David alayhi salam, with a rule which would be eternal. After almost 100 years in Babylon, suddenly things began to happen, and the Holy Land was liberated. The Persian Empire defeated Babylon, and the Israelite people were allowed to return to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own, and to restore the holy state of Israel. And the temple, or the masjid, built by Solomon alayhi salam, was rebuilt. And so the Israelite people are now excited. Their excitement has reached fever pitch. The Messiah must be around the corner. The golden age is coming back. We're going to rule the world one more time. And sure enough, the Messiah came. But when the Messiah arrived, the son of Mary, while some of them accepted him, the establishment, the rabbis, the priests, rejected him. Why did they reject the Messiah? Answer, because Allah tested them. And because they were seeing with only one eye, they failed the test. They said, وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ هَذَا, his mother had committed that enormous sin. And they said that this baby was a bastard. If they had seen with two eyes, with the internal eye, then they would have known. Oh no, appearance and reality were completely opposite to each other with this baby. That she was still a virgin. She gave birth to the baby. But they did not see with the internal eye. And today's lecture reminds the speaker and the audience that unless we see with the internal eye, we will be deceived in so many different ways. And then when they saw him die on the cross before their very eyes, he could not have been the Messiah. Why? He's dead. He's dead. And the Holy Land is under Roman occupation. He's dead. He never ruled the world from the throne of David alayhi salam. The golden age never came back, but he's dead. And so it is now confirmed beyond the shadow of a doubt. He could not have been the Messiah. What they did not know, and no one knew, for 600 years no one knew, until the Quran came down, was that no, they did not kill him, no, they did not crucify him, but rather appearance and reality were completely opposite to each other. And Allah raised him, and one day he's coming back. When he comes back, he is going to rule the world. He will rule the world with justice, and he will rule the world from the holy state of Israel, built on the foundations of the religion of Abraham alayhi salam. And that is Islam, and his rule will be eternal. But they did not know that, and so they're waiting for the Messiah to come. Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessings be upon him, then informed that Allah had created a being, and Allah had committed to that being the mission of impersonating the Messiah, pretending that he is the Messiah. So he is the great pretender, and that he is known as Dajjal, Al-Masih al-Dajjal, Dajjal, the false Messiah, or the Antichrist. Dajjal means one who deceives, and so the Antichrist has a PhD in deception. In everything connected with the Antichrist, appearance and reality are opposite to each other. If the Antichrist is to successfully impersonate the true Messiah, it follows that he also must attempt to rule the world from Jerusalem with what would appear to be eternal rule. Only then can he declare, I am the Messiah. In everything connected with the Antichrist, appearance and reality are opposite to each other.
Yeah, here's one of the guys who can tell you I'm okay, all right? Here, hold on. You want to call your mother or something? Don't worry about me. You need to make calls right now.
And word late tonight that 2 suspects are in FBI custody after a truckload of explosives was discovered around the George Washington Bridge. That bridge links New York to New Jersey over the Hudson River. Whether the discovery of those explosives had anything to do with other events of the day is unclear. The FBI has 2 suspects in hand, said the truck load of explosives, enough explosives were in the truck to do great damage to the George Washington Bridge. But they arrested the 2 suspects and they're questioning them as we speak.
The New York City Police Department has a report that the FBI is responding to New Jersey because a truck reportedly loaded with explosives has been stopped by authorities on the road there, and with that truck had been detained.
I grabbed my binoculars and I could see the towers from my windows, and this is where I'm looking, and all of a sudden down there I see this van parked, and I see 3 guys on top of the van, and I could see that they were like happy, they didn't look shocked to me, they didn't look shocked. I thought it was very strange.